Guess we're doing product photography. One of the most annoying things as a photographer is having to deal with the weather. You get up and get ready to go outside to get a shot you've been thinking about. You want to go somewhere specific and you finally get there and you get rained out or it's too misty, and whatever the situation is, you end up just not being able to get your shot. So I've been diving into a kind of photography where you're in control of everything. You can shoot as long as you want. You control the lighting, you control the weather, you control the duration, you control the positioning, the framing, the composition, everything. This is product photography. So we're gonna go set up a little miniature studio literally on my bed and get some product photos. And I'm going to kind of take you through the process of how I set up one of these little product photography shoots for days like today when there's no going outside. Let's go. So the setup that I've got going here is actually pretty simple. We are going to photograph this cyberpunk deck of cards. So first things first, I'm going to look around the room for cyberpunky themed kind of things that match the aesthetic of like a cyberpunk universe. So let's see what we can find. So first thing of note, I'm going to use this food board that I literally just got downstairs from the kitchen and use that as a surface on the bed so that, you know, stuff doesn't tip over if I touch the bed. Then I'm going to cover that with this pouch that my diffuser goes in. So that's step one. So something else cool that I found is this old ring light, and I think it would go nicely on the surface of the diffuser pouch to give a light coming up, but we'll see how that goes. But with that light there, that would make the surface that the cards are sitting on too low for the angle I want to shoot at. So I'm using this 3DS case, and I'll use the back side of it, and I will just literally drop it dead center right there. So you can see how I've got it set up. Ring light here, 3DS case, spinny do, pouch for the diffuser. So the cards will sit right there. If you look at like the cyberpunk video game, animations and like anime is really popular. So I'm also going to be putting these cans in the background. These are like Ocean Bomb soda cans with Digimon on them. I've had them for a long time. I just like how they look. And I think they'd make kind of a cool background for some light to bounce off of. So in the shot, I want some depth between the cards themselves and the cans so that the cans aren't perfectly in focus. So I've set them up a few inches behind the deck of playing cards. This little tiny fan right here, it has a light on it as well. So we're going to use that to bounce some light off of this side. Fulfilling the role of neon today is going to actually be this neon looking hot dog sign that we picked up from Home Goods a little while back. Hot dog looking, it's hot dog. It is hot dog. So this hot dog sign is going to be in the background. Deck of cards. Frame something like this. Won't be able to get the exact frame with this lens because I'm going to be shooting this with the 1.8 56mm. Now the final piece of the puzzle is actually what is lighting me right now, and you might be expecting me to say something like an Aputure blah 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 blah, a Nanlite Pro. This is a $120 40 watt Sunpack Best Buy purchase. So this is actually the light. It is a Sunpack 40 watt cob light, and I've got it on a $18 Manfrotto tripod. I got this thing because you can change the color. It's a bicolor light, so you can make the light cooler or warmer. It's just by turning this little knob. I personally leave it around 5900 because that is about the color temperature of sunlight coming in through the window, so it just looks more natural. So as you can see, I'm pretty much lined up for the shot that I want, but I want to move the hot dog sign over so that more of it is in frame, and figure out a place to plug this ring light into because I forgot it needs electricity. So I think this is going to be the shot with the cards here, the two cans. I moved the phone away just because it was making the whole thing a little more busy than it should be. I got the ring light, I got it set to a cool purple tone. I might change it to blue, we'll see what happens in camera when I decide to finally snap the shot. Hot dog sign in the background. This little fan here with its light, putting some light onto the side of this stuff. But I also thought it looked kind of cool and cyberpunky, so I put it in frame just a little bit. So what you're looking at now is the scene without the big light. And then adding in the big light, it will look like this. All right, here's what the pictures come out looking like after shooting and editing. This is what I came up with. So my reason for wanting to make this video today is twofold. The story at the beginning is actually true and honest. The past few days, aside from literally yesterday and the day before where I wasn't feeling very well, the past few days I've wanted to make something and be creative and take photos and maybe video, do something and make something, and I haven't been able to because it's been super rainy. So I decided to do this instead and try and practice product photography. So that was reason number one. I just needed to make, even if it's not super great, I wanted to make something. But also, if you're clicking on my videos, you're probably just starting out. And I think one of the most important things that I wish I was told when I was first starting out is that you don't have to wait for the world to give you a scenario where it's easy to be creative. This hobby slash art form, it's at its most fun when it's challenging, and you don't need life to hand you perfect situations that automatically make for great fun or easy photos. Sometimes it's the most fun and the most rewarding, and you learn the most when you have to make your own situation, because the universe isn't going to give it to you. I just kind of wanted to make something today, and I figured why not film it. I haven't posted a video in a while. Kind of want to dive back into editing, and I want to take a photo, so why not make a photo and kind of document the process a little bit. So that's what that is. If you have any questions about anything, any of the equipment used in the video, I used a new lens for this video. This is the TT Artisan 56mm 1.8 autofocus lens, and I'm loving it. I'm hoping to put out a video on it really, really soon. So if you're interested in that, keep a lookout for that. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'll pretty much get back to everyone, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go sit in the dark for a while. See ya. Who am I, Marquez? Bye.